This is the continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Warner Anderson as Matthew Swain, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, and Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson.
Leslie Harrington is flying to the state capitol to face a moment that he spent half a lifetime avoiding. Back home in Peyton Place, Rodney Harrington faces his own ordeal. To tell his brother Norman the truth about their parents' marriage and the crime that destroyed it.
Norman? That's my name. Can I talk to you a minute? Well, I don't know. Not unless you have an appointment. We men about town have a pretty tight schedule, you know.
Yes, I know. I haven't been able to get you alone for 5 minutes all day.
You flipped. We had breakfast together this morning.
In a crowded drugstore.
What's wrong? You got problems, Rod?
Yeah, I got problems.
Well, come on. Give me my share. Hey, Rod, will you give him my share? And then you only have half as many problems.
It's the way it splits, 50-50. I don't know if I can tell you.
Rod, look. Whatever it is you've done, you know the side I'm gonna be on.
It's nothing I've done. It has nothing to do with me.
You had me going for a minute there. What are you trying to do to me? Man, I was ready to break my date and everything. What's up?
So I can't compete with all that activity.
There. All quiet on the Western Front.
Something Dad told me about Elliot Carson.
Yeah?
Look, why don't you come in and sit down a second, huh?
I was supposed to pick Rita up 5 minutes ago. Can't it keep?
Why not? She's kept 100 years already.
Hey, what gives? Look, I'll stay all right. I know Mr. Carson's in the hospital, but I hardly even knew him. Is he worse or what?
I'm sorry. I'm just mad at myself. Look, you better get going. You're gonna be late.
No, something's bugging you.
Beat it.
You sure?
Have fun.
We'll talk tomorrow. Or tonight if you want.
Tomorrow's fine.
Okie doke.
Oh, hello, Allison.
Oh, excuse me, I was just looking for Mrs. Anderson.
Well, come in. Come on in. She just left. Give me a second to finish here, and I'll give you a lift.
I'm not going to the Andersons.
All right, I'll give you a lift wherever you go.
I'm going home.
I'm glad to hear that.
Why should you be glad?
Well, I think that's where you belong. I also think it'll make your mother feel very happy.
Oh, yes, and by all means, let's make my mother happy.
Allison, did your mother ever tell you that I was the orderly on duty at the hospital in New York when you were born?
Well, this gets better and better. I'm probably the only person in town that didn't know the whole story.
Well, that's too bad you don't know the whole story.
I know enough.
Carrie, feeling sorry for you so much. Well, I felt sorry for your mother when you were born. She didn't have any friends in New York, you know. She was cast off and alone. All the other women in the ward were having their visitors, their family and friends.
Husbands.
Yes, husbands, yes. You know, the first visit from a husband, most women will tell you, is a memory to be treasured. The awesome feeling of having created together a new life. Patients have told me that first visit can erase the whole ordeal of pregnancy, the pain of childbirth.
Must have been awful having me.
Well, it was awful not having someone around who loved her, to care for her. But the most awful feeling was the feeling of fear and desperation, not knowing where she was going when she was going to leave the hospital. You ready?
Why did you tell me all that?
I don't know. I thought you might have a little pity to spare.
Well, hello, Matt.
How are you feeling?
Much better, thanks.
I talked to Leslie Harrington earlier this afternoon. I thought you might be interested. He asked me to announce his resignation as manager of the Peyton Mill.
And?
And he's on his way to see the lieutenant governor about your pardon.
He's really going through with it, then?
Yes?
You know, it's a strange feeling, Matt. I spent 18 years of pacing, clutching at bars and straining, wanting to get out to be free and do something, anything to prove my innocence. Now it seems almost unreal.
But it is real, and it will happen. What then?
What then?
What about Constance and Allison? Can you leave them now?
If it would help them, yes.
Your coming back has affected their lives very deeply. Don't you feel some responsibility?
Matt, to a man who's been in my position, responsibility is a luxury. It's something I've always wanted. Something I cherish. But will I be allowed to assume it?
By Allison?
And Connie? It's all up to them, Matt.
Also depends on you and what you decide to do.
Thank you for the ride.
Allison, you made the decision to go home. Then go home. Really go home.
Hello?
Allison.
Is it all right if I come back?
What a question.
Oh, good. Stew. Is there enough for me?
Another potato and a couple of carrots.
I'll get it.
No, I'll get it. Oh, excuse me. I didn't fix any dessert, but I can whip something up and...
It's all right. Don't bother. What about salad? Have you made it or should
All right.
I?
I'll do it. You relax.
Mother, please don't treat me like a guest.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just... I'm so happy to have you back. Oh, the greens are in the refrigerator. They're washed. It'll take us a little time, you know. We have to be patient with each other.
First, we'll have to be honest with each other. Can I ask you a question?
Anything. There's no need for any more secrets between us. What do you want to ask?
When you first knew you were going to have me,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't really want a baby, did you? You couldn't have wanted me, could you?
I loved you. From the moment you were born.
Thank you for not lying. I have no more questions.
You'll have more questions. But there'll be no more lies.